Hello there, and welcome. It feels like everywhere you turn these days, people are talking about artificial intelligence, or AI. It can sound pretty complicated, even a little intimidating. But today, we're going to peel back all those layers and just talk about it in a simple, straightforward way. You'll see that AI isn't some futuristic idea from the movies. It's already here, and honestly, understanding it can be incredibly helpful.
Now, everything we're going to cover today is based on the first chapter of a wonderful guide called Introduction to Artificial Intelligence for Older Adults, which was put together by Virtualization Options LLC. Okay, with that said, let's jump right in. So here's a quick look at where we're headed. First, we'll figure out what AI actually is. Then we'll talk about the different kinds of AI out there. We'll look at what it's good at, and maybe more importantly, what it's not so good at. And we'll wrap up with the most important part, why any of this should matter to you.
All right, first up, let's cut through all the tech talk and get right to the big question. What in the world is artificial intelligence?
When you boil it all down, AI is really just about making a computer or a machine a little bit smarter so it can be more helpful to us. You can think of it like this. A calculator helps us with math we could do by hand, right? Well, AI is a tool that helps computers do tasks that would normally need a little bit of human-style thinking. It's not magic, it's just a very clever assistant.
And here's where it gets really interesting, seeing how this works in our daily lives. On the left, you see human thinking, like when you instantly recognize your grandchild's face. On the right, that's the AI task. Your phone's photo app does something similar by finding that same face and grouping all their pictures together. Or, when you understand what someone is saying. The AI version of that is your smart speaker understanding your command to play a song. It's just mimicking a human skill to do a very specific, helpful job.
Okay, this next part is so important because it helps us sort out what's real today from what we only see in the movies. Let's talk about the 3 different types of AI.
Now here is the single most important thing to know. Every single piece of AI we interact with, every single one, is what we call narrow AI. It means it's a specialist. It's designed to do just one job very well. The other two, general AI and super AI, well, they're not real. General AI that can think like a person simply does not exist, and super AI that's smarter than all of us, that is pure science fiction. So you can breathe easy, no robot takeovers are happening anytime soon.
So let's focus on that narrow AI, the real stuff, and talk about what it's really good at. And honestly, it's pretty impressive. AI is a superstar at a few things. It's amazing at finding tiny patterns in mountains of information. Think about your bank. It uses AI to spot a weird purchase that might be fraud. It's also great at making predictions, like when your navigation app tells you there's a traffic jam up ahead. And of course, it can understand what we say, translate languages on the fly, and do boring, repetitive jobs without ever getting tired. The common thread here? It can process information way faster than any person could.
But now for a reality check. It's just as important to know what AI can't do. This is where our human intelligence, our wisdom, and our life experience are still totally irreplaceable. This really gets to the heart of it. An AI can't feel love or sadness. It doesn't have that common sense we get from just living our lives, and it absolutely cannot make a moral or ethical choice about what's right or wrong. That's why in any complicated situation, it can never, ever replace the thoughtful judgment of a doctor, a trusted friend, or a family member. It's a tool for information, but it is not a source of human wisdom.
Okay, so we know what AI is, what it can do, and what it can't. But let's bring it all home. Why does any of this really matter to you in your day-to-day life?
Well, the thing is, AI isn't coming. It's already here, working quietly in the background. It's there when you shop online and see recommendations. It might be helping your doctor analyze medical images. And it's definitely the thing that suggests what movie you should watch next on TV. It's not some far-off concept. It's part of our world right now.
And this is why knowing the basics is so powerful. It helps you make smarter choices about your privacy settings on websites. But most importantly, it's one of your best defenses against scams. Scammers are now using AI to write fake emails that sound scarily real. They can even use it to mimic the voice of a loved one in a phone call to ask for money. Knowing how this technology works is the first step to spotting those tricks and keeping yourself safe. It's all about using the good parts of technology with confidence and steering clear of the bad.
So, if you remember just one thing from our chat today, please let it be this. AI is not something to be afraid of. It's a tool, just like a car or a hammer. And like any tool, the more you understand it, the better you can use it to your advantage and avoid the risks.
So I'll leave you with a little question to ponder. Now that you know a little more,
What's one AI assistant you can spot in your own life? Is it the GPS that guides you in your car? The weather forecast on your phone? Just starting to notice it is the first step to feeling more in control of the technology all around us. Thank you so much for joining me today.